Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, I'm a little late, but I wanted to talk about the brand new update of Summon Heroes. And the update about Summon Heroes was rather interesting. I was interested in seeing what they would actually do to make a change to the main game, or if they were going to make a change to pretty much anything in general in terms of farming. And I got to say, they did make a couple. And we also got some unit change logs, which happened recently. So, one, I do want to go over the unit change logs, that being the brand new ones that came out, uh, and the ones that actually did get changes recently, like the Matriarch, the Reaper, the Divine, and the Abyss Lord. So, honestly, some of these didn't really make much of a difference, but I gotta say, one of the most important ones was the attack cooldown of the Matriarch. Now, being able to attack every 2.5 seconds is actually much, much stronger. um, Now she's actually able to play more PVE style and less PvP style, I would say. Uh, I don't know. In my opinion, I think the Matriarch's pretty cool, but Bear Tamer's still been one of the crazier units in my book, especially that the bear itself does like 20,000 damage on impact. And the Cubs are just like slightly under that in terms of stats. The Reaper did get base speed increase. Abyss Lord got a base speed increase, but all these are by one, which is rather irrelevant. I think the only character we ever got with a major like speed increase was frame rate, and frame rate's absolutely useless. So I mean, hashtag buff frame rate. This is just something I've been asking for like since I started the game a couple weeks ago. But frame rate still never got a buff, and I'm actually curious on if those characters are going to get buffs, like characters like frame rate, like Sage, like Ranger, because these characters play a lot like bosses, and they don't play particularly well as units. I even have gone so far as to actually remove my like god stat frame rate from my team entirely because he was just taking up space as a mythic. I would rather have someone like a mythic bear tamer with everything maxed out because he's more useful. And that's just in terms of that. So hopefully maybe they finally listen and we get some buffs to some units that are absolutely garbage. But I'm actually curious on if we're going to get any buffs to the newer units because characters like Thief are incredibly high DPS, but characters like Construct really do nothing. Such as it would be cool if Construct actually did something, maybe gave himself some shield or had like given himself more of a stun effect. But honestly, the guy has really fallen from grace because he just acts like another bruiser unit. You might as well put the Wind Samurai on your team at that point, which is just my opinion, of course. Now, with that being the case, the both the units Ranger and Sage were relatively interesting, but my problem is that Sage plays a lot like a boss and is less adept to playing PvP because her range is so small. I don't know if like the character itself shares the exact same range and everything as the PvE boss, but she's a really scary boss, and so is Ranger, but they don't particularly do anything in terms of PvE. Like they get rushed quite a bit, which is even more telling based off of this new stage with the bear tamers spawning and the bears spawning and all the units spawning on them. They're a lot scarier units now than ever, especially the Thief that could tear them up in seconds. PvE has just gone through a massive buff. So with PvE being a lot scarier, you would think the units would have to be just as scary, but still, I can't see any of these units being able to perform as well as characters like, let's say, the Emperor, Bear Tamer, Technomancer, Devil Hunter. Still in my book, Demon Hunter is still one of my book, like one of the best units ever. Wind Samurai is still freaking amazing. Love the guy. He really does his job. Abyss Lord, like characters that just clean house on a lot of units at once. And I think that, there's a lot of units that do this already, and they just do it better. And I think it's because they were already designed much better in terms of the newer units. So the newer units are lackluster. I mean, I can't see Sage doing much, even though she's literally the, what do you call it, the Freerin style character, which is really cool. I love to see her perform, but her moves are lackluster. Her ultimate sucks. Same thing with the Ranger. The Ranger's at least got speed on her side. Her cooldown on her move is ridiculously fast. So she puts that out every 3 seconds, and it's an instant burn damage effect that really just shuts everything down in front of her, but that doesn't help her getting corralled and jumped. She has to be very, very close. And this is what's so weird. Why does a Ranger character like her have to be very, very close? Because sometimes she'll pop her move. This is the issue I've seen with both of these characters. I don't know if they were tested, but both of these characters pop their moves too early because their attack range is way shorter than their actual skill range. So their skill range doesn't reach the same effect that their attack range is, which is really weird in my book because it just means they aren't going to be able to perform when needed to. And we've seen this with characters like Technomancer, who plays mid-range but does really, really well because of her explosive capabilities. And freaking Tank Commander that comes with a much higher tanky, larger health pack across the board, which makes her very useful across the board for just dealing with a lot of people at once, being a sub-tank / damage dealer. / crowd control, but I can't see it with these two. Like these two, maybe getting them to max, yes, you could power through if they're at max level, but that's like the performance is just not there for me. But let's talk about the other changes that happened with this, not just the character changes, of course. We're going to look at the dev feed. I mean, the announcement feed. And we're going to talk about the new stuff that came out, such as the tournament mode. And they're going to have 3 teams that you could build to fight the opponents. So this gives like more end game potential, which is pretty cool. And the other thing that got nerfed was dungeons. Dungeons got nerfed really freaking hard. So if you guys do not know, dungeons got absolutely like just nerfed because now you only have 3 dungeon entries a day, and that counts for every single dungeon in the game. And this really says a lot about how much they really want to limit us in terms of just being able to do dungeons in general. There's some dungeons here that would be incredibly useful and that shouldn't get nerfed, like the food dungeon, for instance, and the fusion dungeon, for instance. Like these dungeons in particular are the most necessary to progress. And then, of course, you could limit the mythical dungeons. That's totally up to you. Gem dungeons are kind of irrelevant because you get gems from everything else. You're going to be too busy farming levels in order to even focus on wasting on like dungeon farming for gems. But still, it's like the direction that this game is going is quite harsh in terms of trying to actually get people to progress. I would say progression's a little bit more harsh, but I guess that's the direction the devs really want to go with. Apparently they want to buff the shop stuff, so now you can get more stuff in the shop in terms of food, but honestly it still shares the same stuff with like crystals and stuff like that, so very hard to see food. And I can't lie, I never ever actually took a look at the way that they've tried to sell game passes, but these are just not good. I can't lie. I feel like they would make a lot more if they would like limit this to like 500 to 1,000 Robux, because coins are irrelevant, gems are irrelevant, ramen's irrelevant, burgers are irrelevant, fries are irrelevant, and getting a new character in general, especially a legendary, the super easy, like can be done in a matter of seconds. I could probably do it like with 300 gems type deal. But with that being the case, I'm just talking about that in general. Like, it would be nice to see some more changes to the game that would actually help with progression, and less changes that like kind of limit the game in general. And I can't lie, the biggest limitations have been just the progression in general. I can't really do much in terms of progression these days because we're so busy trying to just level up. But with the new update and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they changed this to where now you could spam these dungeons, but as you spam them, you get less gems as you spam them, which you get more gems, but now it's like they kind of want you to keep spamming and spamming and spamming. But I'm not mad about spamming. You know what I'm mad about? I'm mad that there's not an auto replay. Please, game developers, add an auto replay function, please. Like, we really want to see more auto replay functions and stuff like that, because that's what we really want. We really want auto replay functions to added to the game, so we don't have to stay here and click replay every single time that we're just trying to farm EXP. I will play the game for hours on end if I could just have an auto on every single PvE related game mode, please. Because, oh my god, it is just torture to actually try to grind this game in terms of working on other characters and stuff like that. Like, freaking, even if you put it behind a Game Pass, I don't care, 400 Robux, let's make it happen. I honestly just want the auto replay function. I know people want 2x speed. I don't care about 2x speed because my characters can one-shot everything in the way. It's just that the auto replay function is much more necessary. Freaking, but besides that, like, just please devs, please make more cool changes, like quality of life changes. I do want to check. I do like the clicking that allows you to to actually target who you need to target, and that stuff is very, very important. The new tournaments mode is really, really cool. The new teleportation button for that is cool too. I prefer that over just standing on the pad. You getting to like set up different teams is really cool. So I would totally do this. So I'm gonna do like what am I feeling here? Probably just my basic PvE team, because it's like really OP for PvE. And then I'm just gonna throw like Technomancer, and then just like Demon Hunter, and then I don't really have a last team yet, so I guess I'll just put like the new characters on here. Construct. Oh god, please buff characters like Construct in them, bro. Like, they actually need a purpose in this game. They're just food at this point. Please, 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 please. All right, here we go. Oh, I get to fight this person. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh god, Emperor, get the heck out of the way, please. Emperor. Oh my god. Emperor, 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 Emperor. Oh wait, he's got nobody. Hold up, his dudes are underleveled as heck. Oh my god. That was terrible. All right. Oh my god, they're underleveled as heck. Demon Hunter's gonna clear. I like the slime, but I prefer, what do you call it, the bear tamer. It's just stronger. 3 slimes is pretty cool, though. I can't lie. And I won my first tournament. Now I go up. I'm rank 3 now. Let's see this dude's team. Oh my god. There's also going to be a wash right here. Emperor is just going to clear right here. Oh, this is great. Oh my god, I left my energy drink over there. 1 second. I'm back. Okay, so freaking another win right there, and let's see who's number 1 in this tournament. Oh my god. Okay, so his strongest unit is definitely going to be that Demon Knight. But let's see. Demon Knight's not going to be able to deal with Bear Tamer very easily. Oh, the Jester is going to be very, very annoying. I wonder if I could get Emperor to target the Jester. No, they took out targeting in this game mode. All right, that's fine. They're going to be fine. He's tanky as heck, though. That Demon Knight is very tanky. Probably 2-star. Definitely 2-star. All right, here we go. And he's beamed to death. Mr. Claw was still there, too. Love to see it. Now, let's see. Okay, Sniper might be annoying, but we got Cyber DJ on her case already, and Technomancer is going to wipe out the Sniper. Yep. Demon Hunter going to be icing the Bear Tamer, and then, let's see, Technomancer. Technomancer is really fun, dude. I really like Technomancer, but she doesn't have a lot of HP. So if she does get overwhelmed, even though she is a powerhouse, she can be overwhelmed very easily. So, you know, W's around for that. Oh my god, I'm number 1 in the tournament. What does this mean? Does this mean I have to like keep coming back? I'm curious on how this works. Because if I come back later and, winner decided in days from now. Okay, so I'm guessing someone can kill me and take my spot. I like this because this makes you come back to fight every single day, which is really, really crazy. I really like that. So, honestly, the new tournament's game mode's really, really fun. I like that. Very, very cool. I love the stage. Man, I can't lie. Whoever's building their stages is doing freaking amazing. I can't lie. The stages have always been so freaking awesome. Now, I wish I got something like automatically for winning. You know what I mean? Maybe some trait rerolls or something. But that's just me. Let's see. I guess I'll just go back to lobby at this point. Uh, but yeah, honestly, I really hope to see some change. More quality of life changes, I can't lie. Freaking this new tournament mode's really, really fun. I don't know why that's showing me that. I didn't do a PvE game mode, come on. But yeah, freaking I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll let's see. I think I definitely hit everything, especially on the new characters. I just wanted to like get my voice out there and really help understand what the heck is going on with the characters and stuff like that, because they could be so much cooler in terms of direction, but I don't know. Uh, yeah. Peace out.